The title of my 20% project was Apps Are Us. And with this project, students had the opportunity to teach adults how to use certain apps to better their lives, which was very interesting because the students became the teachers and their parents became the students. During this time, students actually chose the apps they wanted to teach the adults. They chose apps like Walgreens, FaceTime, Facebook, Kroger's, and Walmart. And they chose the apps that will help adults just do basic things better, like remember to take their medications, remember to refill their medications, or just simply grocery shop or reach out to other family members that they may not always be able to. Now, I thought that with this project we would reach out primarily to elderly people, but my students told me immediately, Ms. Holmes, anyone over 35, they probably don't know how to use their cell phone or apps in general, so we need to teach all adults. And it was really a great idea because that age range was the most that came out, that 30 to 45 age range, and they really had a great opportunity to work with students, and it was just a great thing to see students become the experts. And another great idea that my students had was to not just have this event as a single event. They thought it would be better to attach this event with like the orchestra or the band concert, because there we already have a captive audience. All we have to do is tap into that audience. And of course, it worked. So giving the students the opportunity to take ownership and lead is always a great thing. Now, we did experience some struggles. During this preparation period, I had around 15 to 20 students transfer schools, and some of those students were key to some of the little mini workshops that were leading those workshops. And also during that time, we took the MAPS test. And if any of you out there have ever had your students take the MAP test, it's a great tool to measure where your students are currently and what skills they need to grow in. So after taking that test, we totally reconfigured our team. So I lost 30 to 35 more of my students. So it was a process of always stopping and restarting. But even with all of that, the students really wanted to do this project, so they were not willing to give up on the project. And I was very happy about that because they took ownership and they saw a need within our community. So, in my opinion, those things instantly mean success. When students want to do, it's just amazing. And so, on that actual night of the concert, during intermission is when my students were able to teach how to use the cell phones and not just apps, just basic things on those smartphones. And when students were able to move to the app instruction, you saw the adults like really amazed at what the kids knew. And not only that they knew it, but they could teach it. So that was just great seeing that interaction. So definitely I feel like it was a success. But you may be asking, is there anything I would do differently? Definitely. There are some things I would do differently. I would most definitely have more students in charge and also have more contingency plans. So not just one group involved with a certain number of apps. There will be 2 or 3 groups. So if students transferred or left the team, there's enough students there to fill in the gaps. So to make sure I had contingency plans in place, that would be a major improvement. But overall, the kids stepped in, they filled in the gaps, and they did an amazing job. And it was just a great opportunity for all. For myself as a teacher, for my students as learners, and for the parents as supporters. Thank you.